Well, I ran a 5K back in March, and about half a mile from the end I had a really bad side stitch, but I was trying to get my best time, so I just ran right through it. I didn't get my best time, and I got to the end, but I did run all the way to the finish line, and was in a lot of pain on the one side. I had to sit down right away, but as the day went on I felt okay. I took a couple days off, ran again, and it didn't hurt, but then over the next couple weeks, a lot of times when I would run, I would get side stitches, which I wasn't getting before, and it just wasn't going away. You know, but it would start to hurt even when I wasn't running. I would just feel kind of a dull pain under my rib cage, but it wasn't anything that hurt real bad, so I didn't go to the doctor right away. I had an appointment about 3 months later, and I just mentioned that it had been bothering me and I'd been having side stitches when I ran, and he told me I had to go to a surgeon because that wasn't normal, that abdominal muscle pain doesn't last that long, and there must be something else going on. So he sent me to a surgeon who wanted to do a CAT scan, and I ended up having a CAT scan, an MRI, an ultrasound, and an X-ray, and they couldn't find anything wrong. Well, in the meantime, I got a mailer from Robbins Rehabilitation because my husband had gone there, and it had an article about a free running screening, and so I had been having these side stitches. The doctors were trying to tell me that the pain in my stomach during the day was unrelated, but I thought, well, it was a free evaluation, so why not do it? And I came in and saw Travis.
Kristen was an interesting runner. A lot of our runners we see have foot and ankle problems, knee problems, hip problems, shin splints. Those are the common injuries that you see, but actually with Kristen, she had a thoracic dysfunction. So she had a hypermobility in her thoracic spine that when she ran, she had too much rotation in one segment, and that was what we thought was causing some of that anterior abdominal pain. So it was an interesting case of stabilization issue in the thoracic spine, which is kind of rare, but can happen with some of our runners.
Well, right away I could tell that it was going to be different than seeing the doctors, because the doctors kept looking for things like kidney stones and other things that I knew it wasn't. I knew it was from running. And when I saw Travis, he looked at everything about me and noticed right away that I am crooked, that my hips were out of alignment, my shoulders were, and so started doing exercises to strengthen my weak side, and that slowly started to make things get better.
With Kristen, we also took a look at, with her hypermobility in her thoracic spine, she had a lot of compensation with the muscles. So her muscles were really tense up around her scapular area, as well as her lower back and in her belly. So she had a lot of tension in her psoas muscle, as well as the quadratus lumborum. So we did a lot of just soft tissue work to help relax those muscles. She responded really well to that treatment, and the spasms and the pain really cleared up very quickly.
Traditionally, the runners that we see try to just kind of plow through it, run through the pain. Kristen waited a while before she got in to see us, partly because there was some issues with not seeing the right practitioner, and then she finally got in to see us, and by the time that she did, there had been a lot of compensations that were made around the movement dysfunction that was occurring in her thoracic spine. But the biggest the issue that we had was the length of time that it took her to get in to see us. It took us a little bit longer for the symptoms to come around because of the length of time it took her to get in for physical therapy.
When it starts to hurt again, I know I have exercises at home. I have a whole folder of exercises that I can do to make the pain go away, and I'll take a couple days off, and then it'll go away on its own. And I know I don't need to go to the doctor for this because I know how to take care of it myself. I would definitely recommend Robbins Rehabilitation because I saw lots of doctors, and more than anybody that I saw about this issue over the past 6 months, the therapist there listened to me and really asked a lot of questions and took the time to figure out what was wrong, and was able to help me get better because of that.